Coach, did you want to start off with a thought or two before we open it up for questions?
No, I think the thought for today would be sometimes over the course of the season, we've had a lot of games where we've probably been the better team and maybe not come away with the result. But tonight we've really ground out a result, and sometimes you've got to win ugly to win games, and over the course of the season it's just gripping onto that 1-goal lead, and tonight we won ugly. It wasn't our best performance, but we've played much better than that tonight and not gotten anything out of the game, and tonight we didn't play our best game but found a way to win, so really pleased with that. Hats off to Miami. They're really good. Every time we play them they just keep getting better, and they were really good tonight and really challenged us, and we had to be at our best to get a result.
Is that kind of a good preview, especially for your younger kids, of what games are like this time of year? Like, that sort of felt like a tournament game, like not pretty like you said, but two good teams going at it.
Yeah, I mean, the MAC just keeps getting better, and I know we're not at the top this year, but we're as good as what we've been the last 2 or 3 years without question. But teams all around us are all getting better and making improvements. So for the younger players watching it, it's a grind. Every single game in the MAC is a grind. It's tough, it's a challenge, and on the day you just never know what you're going to run into. So there's days where you do have success and have a good result, and then there's days if you don't come to play, anybody can knock you off on the day. So that was a lot like a playoff game tonight. Very chippy, very competitive. Everybody was into it, and again, hats off to Miami because they've got a really good team as well.
I wanted to ask you about the goal. Maya Dean obviously has been a big part of the center of the park for really the last couple years, but she's really been on the end of a lot of your scoring plays lately, and she just kind of stepped up, made an opportunistic play there and got you the goal. Just, I guess, talk about her play not only tonight but just the past few weeks.
Yeah, she's been brilliant, and we've slid her into a slightly different position. So typically she plays in the 8. We've moved her into the 10, and we've dropped Coxie back into the 6 a little bit because Coxie's been really effective in there. Maya's just been outstanding. Scored some really good goals for us recently, got some assists, sees the game really well. We've worked her on to getting her into the middle of the field and taking those opportunities. But to be fair, credit to the delivery on the set piece from Rupert today. Great ball in, little bounce in the box, and Maya gets on the end of it, a little bit of a poacher, so happy with that one for her and well deserved.
And then Rupert, at both ends, Rupert really felt like had a big game, and it felt like the back four was very busy tonight, with Miami firing a lot of things in. Not just Rupert, but the other three, really everybody.
Yeah, I mean, they're dangerous, they're good, they're very dangerous. Anytime you come up against a team with a long throw-in, it's tough because every time the ball goes out of bounds, you're defending a set piece, and our defenders, Rupert and the girls, defended like their lives depended on it tonight and really found a way to grind it out. But Rupert's been brilliant. She's been brilliant. The 3 years I've been here, she's been outstanding. You know what you're going to get, game in, game out of her. She's a warrior, she's a fighter, really scrappy. So another good performance, but a really good performance for the back four, the holding mids. But as a team, we defended well. We just said after the game, though, we've got to find that scoring touch again. We've got to get our forwards firing a little bit to finish up the season, and I'm confident we can do that.
I wanted to ask you about Lily as well. She had 4 saves, but she had the 2 back-to-back saves in the last minute of the first half. Just especially the second one, that's not a save you expect a keeper to make.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about, big time players step up in big time moments, and she's been really solid for us. The biggest strength to Lily's game is her shot stopping ability, and she's always been outstanding. Got great reflexes, very good shot stopping, strength to her game, but 2 huge saves for us tonight. We said that after the game to the team. That was a huge moment in the game, and we keep talking about everybody's got to make plays. It's your goalkeeper's got to make plays at this time of year. Your left back, every moment in the game counts. If you want to crack on and move on, every single moment counts, and you can't take 1 minute for granted in these games.
With this win, you guys jumped from 5th place to 4th place in the MAC. What does this win do to the team morale going to the last 2 games of the season that are both on the road?
Really good, because obviously the weather's starting to get chilly, and it's getting cold out there, and the wind tonight was perfect tonight anyway, but the wind will start to pick up in games as well. So pretty wins aren't necessarily pretty games aren't going to necessarily do it for you at this stage of the season. So we've got to find ways to grind those results out, and when we're not playing our best attacking soccer, we've got to keep defending well, and that's basically what we did tonight.
You alluded to the last 2 games this season and the way the standings were tonight. obviously Miami ahead of you guys. You guys get the win, so you swap spots from 4 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
2 games left still. But is it in the back of your mind during the week in the coaching room when you guys talk that you could potentially play this team again in another 2 weeks?
Yeah, I mean that's not really a team you'd want to see again because they're good, and you always want to play. It's nice to play against somebody you've not beaten when you play in the playoffs, because it's tough to beat teams twice in this conference, and they're a really good team. But we have talked about that. Our goal is to continue to keep winning. We've got 2 big games coming up now, so we've got to prepare for Eastern, and then we've got to prepare. Just because we've won that tonight doesn't mean anything. We've got to finish up strong the next 2. Who knows? We could still get into second right now. So there's still a lot to play for at the moment.